Alright, you little tinkers, I'm toastbloke, and it's about time that I upgraded my farming base's crafting station, so let's get cracking. I spent the majority of the last episode building this really basic wall, but we're just going to say it's phase 1 and we're going to improve it in the future. But that's not what I want to be doing today. Yes, we've built this lovely wall and it seems to be doing its job of keeping animals out. I've not been attacked by any wild animals so far, which is real nice. But this is my crafting station. It's horrendous. It's just some wood foundations and a few basic crafting structures. So I really want to work on getting this upgraded into something that is way more efficient. So first thing we should do is check, have a little check, see what I've already unlocked engram wise. Now we're going to need 3 things, the first being a fabricator, which we can make, and I think I've probably got those materials, so that's going to be an easy job. Next one would be a chem bench, and we need to be level 82, and I'm pretty sure we need to be 80 for the indie forge. Yeah, so it doesn't look like level 73. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're going to be getting anywhere close to being able to do what I want to do today, unless we're a little bit cheeky and we take advantage of some of the explorer notes on the island. I think that might be a good plan. Maybe we start there. It's going to be real similar to ones you've seen before, but I think if I just get that basic one today, I should be able to get close to hitting at least level 80. But yeah, let's head to the southwest of the map. The area that I'm heading to is this island that looks a little bit like a skew with yin and yang symbol at the bottom left of the map there in the southwest. So I'm just going to head over there. I guess the good news is we had the exact correct amount of stamina to be able to make it here. And I'm just going to quickly show you where I am on the map exactly. Let's say 8826. And you'll just be here near the sea and near a cliff. And that cliff's going to be important when you're navigating your way around this area. I'm going to get the RG and the cryo, pop that in here, and it's just going to allow us to do this on foot so you can see exactly how I would do it if I was doing this at the start of a fresh wipe or something. So I head up into the trees here and I keep that cliff to my left. I'm just going to hug it, just going to follow it around. And the reason is I know a nice little way of getting up on top of this cliff without having to build any structures. So if you just head round the back here, there's all these rocks and trees. They might not be here on the server you're playing on, depending on what's going on with other players. But yeah, I just like to sneak through here, and I can jump over this part usually and just pop through. And then you want to get to this cliff here and follow it round to the right. Eventually, hopefully, you'll come to this little rock in between these two, and you can use that one to vault, just jump up onto here. You've done that. I like to go left, and you'll notice this little ledge here, it's ever so slight. That is the trick to getting up here. If you jump that way, you'll slide, right? So you've got to run, jump, and kind of turn into that ledge. It's very strange. So holding shift, run, jump, turn in, and you're up. If you don't do that turn, you won't get up. So make sure you do that if you're going to try this exact route. If you can't get up on the rocks, people tend to put a foundation just down here, right, and build a ladder up because it's a nice low point. So this is another good place to get up if you need to. And I'm just going to sneak around here. I like to crouch on edges. I don't know why it makes us feel like I've got a better chance of not falling off. It's probably not the case. And we just want to run up here and across here. And once we're on this ledge, we're at the starting point. As you can see, we've got our first explorer note right here, and so this is the start of the run. I'll show you that on the map as well, just to give you an idea. It's really hard to tell. I should probably have a GPS, but we've not made one yet. I'm not that advanced. But yeah, I'm just going to run through, get these notes, and hopefully see where we end up. Now, some of these, in fact most of these I've probably already got, so I've got the added benefit of not having to put up with the talking and the things popping up on screen, which is really nice. But I just come back where we came from, drop off the side there, and head back to this cliff. The cliff that was to our left at the bottom there, that's where we started, down there. And you just want to stick to the side of it, because along here there is a platform. And you can see it just over the edge if you keep looking when it comes up. Watch, I'll have missed it. I won't have seen it somehow and I'll miss it. Nope, there it is. I was going to say I better not, it just seemed to take a while. Now you want to be super careful when you're dropping off here, because it does throw you a little bit if you're not. And this here is a 4 times note. So the first one was a 2 times, second one was a 4 times, and if we're really quick, we should be able to get all of the other notes with the 4 times on, and that will boost the XP that we get. Now when I jumped off there, you'll have noticed I went to the first tile join after the circular disc, the base of the Explorer note. And the reason I do that is purely because I know if I run and jump in a straight line off there, I don't die. I don't land on any rocks, nothing goes wrong. Probably should have explained while I was up there. But I'm just going to follow the riverbank round, and some of these rocks won't be here, but I'm jumping over here, and here's my next Explorer note. You notice we've got a level already. Alright, now when it starts speeding up, you might want to make sure you've got berries with you, because if you're sprinting this to get it done as fast as you can, you will more than likely end up getting thirsty and hungry. So, I run up that bank through the trees there, and then I turn right. That cliff up there is where the first Explorer note is. I don't know if you can see it. It was just on screen there, popping through. Up there, just up there. And we just head past that. So we've done a big circle, and on to the next part of the run. There's a raptor there. You want to watch out. Obviously avoid nasties. Alright, luckily I've got a little bit of stuff going for us already, so I'll bowler that. Come down the edge of here, and there's another note. So we'll grab that one there. And maybe I should be showing you these on the map, but I think it's easier to just follow the route. From this one, I'm just going to run, I think it's northish. Let's have a look. Yeah, pretty much to the northeast of the island. Just straight across this little bit of open area. And just tucked in the tree line should be our next note. And if we get that one, you know, happy days. It gets a little bit trickier for the one after this one. But there it is there. I nearly missed it. It's so tucked in. But yeah, that's the next one. To make sure I get the following one, look, I need water already, I did tell you. I come down these stairs, and I kind of aim from these stairs and past this tree here. And you kind of want to keep this bank, just stay on this bank. And it's a vase, the next one. It's really tricky to see in all the trees, especially if it's getting a little bit dark. But there we go, we've got it. See what I mean? That's a tricky one. Next one, easy though. We're going straight up the hill. So you go up this hill, and when you get to the top of this hill, you start to see that there's more hill on top of that hill. All the way at the top. Nice and simple. And we're going to have another Explorer note here. A little bit tricky sometimes to get around. And normally, you'd run off here, because that's where the next note is. But that jump has been known to kill people, you know, including myself. So I like to come round here at the side, take the less steep bank, come back around in front of that cliff, and then head down. And if you do that, you should see the next Explorer note just through the trees here. And I'm just going to keep running straight down the bank, all the way down, and we're looking good. The next one is over the river at the top of the waterfall that you can now see coming into picture. So I just tend to run over in that general direction, get my stamina back to make sure I'm going to make the jump, you know, avoid any danger like the raptor and the Spino. And then I like to cross here. It's a fairly short swim, depending on how much speed your character's got, I guess. And I just pop up on the bank here. See, it looks like a bigger swim than it is, but the shore is quite nicely tucked in there. So you just want to get to the top of this waterfall. It's a little bit of a way between these notes. It's almost like two separate note runs being joined together here. But it's pretty safe. It's all in the beginner zone, so you've not really got the worst threats to think about. Although there will be some when we head into the forest, because that's going to be the next location we go to. So just here at the top of this waterfall is where you'll find the next one. It's just before the top, to be honest with you. And then from there, I always struggle. I want to head pretty much directly west from there. So just run through the forest. And I'm going to keep these rocks just to my left, I think. Here, because you've got the red orb there, and it's not right up on the red orb. So you do need to stay a little bit further up the hill. I've been known to run past this one so many times, which is annoying. And I'm looking over towards my left. There's normally always bugs and things like that knocking about this one. So just keep an eye out. But as you can see, directly west has brought me straight there. From this one, these stairs, see how they're facing north? Pretty much takes us to the next note. So I want to run along here too. Get this next one. This one's even harder to find. But yeah, you just keep running. And if you come to the clearing towards the west, to your left, you just want to step towards the right. Now there's lots of deadly things knocking about here. But I'm hoping I can avoid them and I can find this this note. Like I say, this one's always a bit of a worry for us. Maybe you're supposed to run a little bit more northeastern. But there it is there. Just up here on this bank. So just to check, you can see that on my map. Nice and simple. And then we're heading east from here. Now, keep the trees on the left. Just go through the gap. And the aim is to run back to the river that we just came from. So I'm going to go flying through here. I'm sorry if this is a little bit less of a tutorial than you'd like it to be, but this is a playthrough. It's not a tutorial series. I can see raptors and troodons there, so I'm going to come around to the right, but you can just go straight across. And we'll get that water that we needed. Fill up my jar as well. And this island, we're just going to go straight across, if I'm honest with you. It's this next one that we're wanting to get the note on. So I'm just going to run and jump, save swimming. And you should be able to get up here without jumping. I hope so. I can. And the next note's just behind this rock here in the middle of the waterfall. Not the waterfall, the river. It's at the top of the waterfall. When you cross over the river to the other side, you'll notice a clearing here. This really kind of helps you find your feet here. You kind of want to run on the same angle almost as these to the top. And then when you're through the rocks, you want an ever so slight right turn to go down the hill. And if you do that, you should be onto a winner. We're avoiding that cut there. We don't want to go out there. We'll get over there eventually. But we want to kind of come down beside it because I'm pretty sure against this little bit of rock in the terrain in front of us, there's another explorer note. There we go. Nice one. Got it done. Job's a good one. Going to follow this round. And you can drop down here if you're a lower level. It might not be a good plan. I mean, if you've got parachutes or something, it's sick. And we're just going to run along here. And tucked in these rocks, we've got yet another note. Bish, bash, bosh. And there's a few more like this going along here. I think there's one per section. So that's the gap when we look down the hill that I could see. That I was saying you want to turn right at the top of when you can start to see the opening. This is that opening. And along here, there is another explorer note. Let's just get that picked up. Lovely. And I think there's one more that I like to get on this run. I'm pretty sure of it. I always want to tell myself that there's another one knocking along here. But there's not. There's just like a really strange Bob base location where people seem to want to start out. You'll always find cooking pots and things under here where somebody's just been chilling under the rocks trying to stay hidden. Which I guess isn't the worst idea, but it's not going to work out too well for them. See, I'm just checking because I still feel like, you know, in my head there could be something there, but I'm pretty sure there's no more along here. And when you get to the end, we're turning left and we're going up the hill here. The direction you want to be running in it's pretty much bang on west. So just head up here. There's usually on official servers not loads of trees here, but there is today. Just go up through all the trees, and when you get to the top of this hill, we've got 14 seconds. I hope we can make it. There is one more explorer note just through these rocks, and we did it. We got it. So I guess the moment of truth now is, how many levels did we get? Check out our RG, so we are ready to go if we need to. And let's just see, how many levels did we get? 8 levels. Hey, that's pretty damn good. So let's put those on weight. Don't want to put them anywhere else. Nah, they're all going on weight. I want to get to 500 weight. and we're level 81 and halfway through the next level. So we are close to be able to get that chem bench. We can now get the indie forge though. So that was well worth the while. I'm just going to head back to base now then and see if we can start getting things together. We're back at base now, and we should at least be able to unlock the indie forge. There we go. What do we need for it? Right, we should have the metal. I think we might have the cement and paste. I'm a little bit concerned about oil, polymer and crystal, but there's a way we can get that stuff nice and easy. And also we are super close to getting to the next level, about halfway, just under halfway. And we've also got all of this XP ticking over the XP boost 2 times in the bottom corner, which we're going to make good use of. Maybe we head out and we go and start getting the things that we need. And the place I want to go is back to the snow. Because of that, I'm going to need my otter. So we'll grab that. And I'm also going to probably want to take the Anki, because they're going to be real handy for getting oil. We've got a lot of stuff on this that we don't want to take though, so maybe I pop that away and we'll move it across onto the door deck. The door deck's got an out on it, so door deck, you can now be our storage box. Alright, we just want to take all of this out of here. It's just going to be way easier. All on the door deck. Door deck, this is yours now. But yeah, I'm going to chuck the otter out now that the cryo timer is over. And we'll get the Anki, because that will be able to collect oil at a rate we won't at the minute. So may as well take our tames. If we've got cryopods, why not use them? Why not increase our chances of surviving and pulling things off? Why am I trying to put the cryopod in there? That's what I wanted to put in there. I'm talking about cryopods. I've got cryos on the brain. What can I tell you? And we'll pick the otter up. Make sure we don't forget that. And do we go now while it's dark? I'm ready to go. We're going. We're off to the snow in the dark. I want to make sure I've got torches. Yeah, we have. We're good. We're good. And I can always make more if I need them. Let's hope I don't. So I'm here in the snow, and the bad news is that even with my otter, we have hypothermia. We've still got the red ice cube. But that's not going to stop us. We're just going to keep an eye on our health, and if we need to be fast, be fast. Now, I can't remember if the Anki will auto-harvest oil rocks, oil nodes. I'm hoping it does. So far, it doesn't look like it will. So we're just going to have to get off and hit these ourselves. I'm just heading over to an iceberg a little bit further to the north, because I know there's going to be penguins here, and also even more oil nodes. So it turns out that Anki's pretty damn good at killing penguins. I might just spark them all out with this. Oh, it was one shot on them before. Now that I'm saying it, it's not doing it. Don't go in there. Oh my god. Maybe I shouldn't have done this. I'm going to struggle to find the corpses. Let's get on the RG. I'm happy with the amount of oil that I've got. Should have stayed quiet. I didn't know you were there. Gave yourself up like. I think we've got enough stuff there. I guess we just head back now. Yeah, we are. We're back at base again. And there's a dinosaur in there. They're not supposed to be able to get in. Or at least it's supposed to be harder. And there's a parasaur who's broken in. No, stop following us. Stop following us. I want to see what the crack is here. If it's a good level, we could tame it. You're joking. It's not a good level. We're not going to tame it. Are you going off the cliff? No, you're not. Don't think you're getting away after you're breaking here. You know, I'm making an example of you. Well, I mean, that doesn't make me feel massively confident that dangerous things won't get in here eventually. But I do want to put gates on the wall, and I do think I want to make it too high. I might even want to make it so that, you know, it's the depth of 2 walls, so I can run along the top of it and shoot out over the top. Starting to think very PvE the more that I play in PvE, and you know, it's not something my brain's used to considering. I'm going to put this stuff in this cupboard. Anything that I want for the things I'm going to make, I'm going to put in this cupboard. And then I'll know where to find them. I mean, it's probably a good way of checking if I've got enough of each resource anyway. So I'm going to pop the oil across. Away, get back in the inventory. We will get all of this organic polymer as well. I might keep this on a tame though, purely because it lasts longer on a tame. And I've got an idea. Is cupboard still knocking about somewhere? Paint bucket, cupboard. There we go, cupboard. We're going to get you out. I'm going to use you for what you were born to do. Be a cupboard. Whoa, that was an interesting jump out of there. So let's put all the poly on you. Then I know where that is. And I think that I moved some onto the door dick as well, but that'll be an easy transfer across. We're stood right next to it. And there we go. Cupboard has all of our polymer, which is nice. We're looking good. We're looking good. So let's go and grab crystal and cement and paste and just see how much we've got. We might be good to go. I needed 600 in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll take that. 16 oils in there as well. We've got plenty of oil now though. No need to worry. And then what else did I need? Crystal. 14. 214. So we might need to quickly go and grab some crystal. I'm just going to get this with my pick because I can't get my Anki out yet due to the cryo timer. Hopefully I get enough. Yeah, that wasn't the greatest harvest, but we do have enough, at least for the Indie Forge, I believe now. It's wild how different this place looks. No rocks, no trees. I feel like I've ruined it. I feel really bad. We might have to get some refertilizer and grow some things back at some point, just to make the environment feel a little bit nicer. So yeah, I think we've got enough crystal for that. At least we need 250. We've got that, we've got that. I guess the next trick is to get the metal across, and we'll use the RG to do so. Just park it up behind these, and I should be able to popcorn the metal that I've been cooking out of here. And we may as well just take it all. I might do it in a couple of stints, maybe do 3 and then 3, because I'm not sure my RG is going to be able to manage carrying all of this. Just get that metal across. Exactly. Right, I can move. Can you follow me across like so? How are we? Go over to the cupboards. It's moving. It's trying. It's slow, but it's doing things. Right, we've got wood in that one. Thatch in that one. I'm just going to merge the stuff in that, to be honest. I'll just say anything that comes from a plant goes in this first one. We'll keep the metal in the second. And then the more special resources in that one there. Right, you just stay there, buddy. And I'm going to look where I kind of want this stuff to land. I'm just going to popcorn it out here. Hope it avoids the iguanodon. It might not. Oh, it has! Yeah! Right, let's pick that up and get all of that into this cupboard. I guess we're going to have enough. Yeah, there's enough in there. I don't really need to move the other stuff, but I think I will. Because I'll probably make a temporary crafting station. Or at least use the RG. The RG is a smithy. So we can take all of this down. Because we want this out of the way. We don't want this to be getting in the way of our new build. So I want to craft up a fabricator, an indie forge, and a chem bench. Now I need to be another level higher to be able to do the chem bench. But crafting the things that I want should contribute, especially with this 2 times XP boost we've got on. So I wonder if I look and see if I can start making the things. The fabricators first, I believe it's under structures. I need to put some crystal oil and spark powder in here. Right, I'm pretty sure there's spark powder in here. So I'll grab that. I also think, well I know, because we've just had it, that there's crystal in here and oil. So if I put these things on this smithy, we should now be able to craft that up. And that will be our first little step I kind of feel like I wouldn't mind making 2. One that I can use to craft up the other things, and then one that I'll actually put on the crafting station when I make it. Because we don't have pickup enabled on this server, I've got official settings. So unfortunately for me, anything I make, I have to destroy. Because that's what happens in real life, isn't it, you know? If you had a fabricator in real life and you wanted to move it, you couldn't pick it up, you couldn't dismantle it carefully and rebuild it. You'd have to smash it to pieces and buy a new one. Realism. I mean, I shouldn't be thinking about realism in ARK. It's dinosaurs and humans running around together. I don't know what's going on, but we'll keep that on there. Keep that one stored up. I wonder if I just make temporarily a nasty foundation. Thatch will do. Doesn't need to be special. And I'll go and pop this down over here somewhere. And we'll get the fabricator down. Then we've got our RG as our smithy. We've got our storage cupboards. And we'll have our fabricator. And that's kind of going to be our temporary little base setup, I think. Doesn't need to be neat. Like I say, it's just to get the job done. And then, I think, we start moving things into that. And we start trying to craft the next thing, which is the Indie Forge. Let's start chucking everything into the fabricator. Right, that should be everything. Lovely. And then we just need to get this turned on, which means making some gas. And we've got the ability to now. Did I put all of the oil on here? Because we've got oil. And you know we've already got loads of hide. So let's get some of this sorted. And that's going to be our next step, I guess. Getting some of this cooking. We're going to need something to burn. Did we have wood in here? We do. And look at us go. Look at us making progress. This is nice. This takes longer than I remember. Oh, there we go. Let's head over to the fabricator. Pop this on here and turn it on. And we should be able to craft our Indie Forge. Hey! Let's get this on the RG. And we've got 2 of the things we need for our next crafting station. I'm going to need a smithy as well. I should probably just make one if I've got the stuff now, just so it's ready to go. How do I make a smithy? I feel like it's all this kind of basic stuff plus a little bit of metal, right? And if I need wood, I put all the wood on here. I'm having it back. Is that everything I need? It is. Look at my memory working for once. Unbelievable scenes. Get everything on there. And I'm feeling good, I'm feeling good. It's just that chem bench is eluding us because we're not a high enough level. So, maybe that's what we do. Maybe we look for those alphas that we're knocking about down here and go and bray them. I mean, there's a Spino here. We can kill this. Like, it's not an alpha, but it'll get us some XP. No harm in that. We just want XP. Got to go the long way about it. We'll go the long way about it. Come on. Don't you run away. You're way faster than us, man. Come on, get stuck. That's it, that's it, that's it, that's it. Oh, there we go. We're a step closer. I mean, the good news with that as well is we should get the Spino sail. Yeah, and we're going to need those. So I've looked around and I can't find any alphas. They must have disappeared when the server restarted for maintenance. So I'm going to be a little bit naughty. And I'm going to land here and grab this explorer note at the top of the hill where we get our bits of metal and crystal from. And it still hasn't got us there. I was hoping it would just tick us over the edge. Well, don't worry. We're going to use some sweaty little tactics. So that's annoying. We didn't quite make it over, but maybe we craft some other things. Hang on. Why are you in here, man? This wall doesn't seem to be doing the best job. I mean, at least nothing dangerous has gotten so far. Not that there's anything dangerous around. But I'm just trying to work out what I should do to quickly try and get this XP. And I think I've got a bit of a plan. I'm going to want some wood. Did I put the rest of the wood back on here? Yeah. Didn't I have even more wood anyway in this cupboard here? I did. So I'm going to grab that. And there's a few little tricks I'm going to do, right? First one's going to be, they're quite simple really, is get the berries that I gathered off here. So we picked these up in the last episode, I think, or one before. There was a point where I went out and got wood and I kept all the berries. So by crafting these up, that's going to give me some XP. I may as well trigger this off as well. And if we've got flint, do we have flint? We do. We've got plenty of flint. And I know I've got stone. So let's... Oh, there was some more there that I missed. Where's this all coming from? If we get this into this middle one here, we can make some more spark powder. As well, with the spark powder that I've got, I can get that ticking over to make some gunpowder. If I just get the stone off of you. I can't budge, like, you've got other things on you now as well, haven't you? I want to put this stuff down so I can pick this stuff up. And I'm pretty confident, right, just triggering these things off to be ticking over is going to help us get that XP that I need to level up. And while that's all happening, I'm going to do some foundations, because this is a technique I like to use in PvP, and it works a treat. Once these are crafted up, it's really quick to dispose of them and get your materials back to craft up more. So the way that I do it is, I put one down, and then I connect one to the right, and then I let the rest craft up. And all you do is you replace that one to the right, or it can be the one to the left, just repeatedly until you run out of foundations, and then you get half the materials back, recraft, and repeat. I'll just show you the technique. It might even tick us over now. Now that's crafting, and I can add more to the end of the queue. Where are they? What am I doing? There we go. Right, we're about to tick over. Come on. Come on. Come on. Couple more foundations and we're there. And we will have the elusive level 82. And I'll be super happy about it. There we go. There we go. Let's get that onto weight as well. We only want one more point for weight currently. Gonna dump everything down on here. Yeah. Nice quick little way to get some XP. Now then, we should be able to get chem bench. We can. And what do we need to make said chem bench? Ooh, electronics is the only thing that I feel a little bit worried about. Let's see what we can do. What have we got? What have we got? Yeah, let's get the polymer on here, and then we'll just look and we'll see if we actually have enough of that. We don't. We're 9 short, so we're going to have to pay another trip to the penguins, but it seems a little bit pointless when we're going to struggle to get electronics right now. We need silica pearls and metal for that. So I think that means we're going to fail making the chem bench in this episode, but we'll get it in the next one. That's going to be our focus. So I think we'll call that there, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed the episode, I know it's been a little bit random today, but if you've enjoyed it, please remember to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. It helps me out hugely. But take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you later. Cheerio.